All right. Looks like we're live. Hello, everyone. It's us back again to play and start the actual campaign, episode 1 for Veil of Void Yggdrasil. We're going to be diving in and having some fun, starting a new campaign within the Norse setting that are coming out soon. So joining me today is the individuals that were with me yesterday. So we have Noble, who's playing a Etten Godling, right?
Yes.
Named
Half Etten, half Dowdling.
Sana Shiverspine. To my right, we've got Patrick, who's playing a normal Etten, right? Or exiled Etten.
Exiled.
A dead one.
A dead one. A dead Etten.
Yeah, a mostly dead one.
He's only
He
mostly
got better.
It's been mostly dead all day.
Yeah, he got better. Named Brute, which is fitting. In the bottom left corner, we have Brandon, who's playing a negotiator who is a Dalkindrith, which is the icy vampire boys, named Faust Valravan. Or how do you say your last name?
Valravan.
Valravan. Faust Valravan. And in the bottom right corner, we have Adam, who's playing a Topican godling, I believe, named Caspar von Cleef. Perfect. So thanks for joining me, everyone. I'm super excited. If you can't tell and couldn't tell over the past 3 days. So we're going to go ahead and get started as long as you all are ready to go.
Ready enough.
Ready as I'll ever be.
I'm good to go.
All right, let's see what kind of trouble we're going to get into today. So, our opening scene goes as this. All of you wake up. You notice around you that you're all floating in an inky black emptiness. No lights seen anywhere, except for off in the distance, small flickering blue light that illuminates each of your faces so you can see one another. You've all noticed, whether or not you've been traveling with everyone here, you at least kind of recognize the faces. As anyone tries to speak, no vocalization, no sound emits from your voice. And as you all are looking around, I don't know if anyone's panicking, but as you look around, you notice you can't move or anything along those lines either. Stuck in just a quiet area with just one small light. As you guys look around you, the light grows ever bigger, moving towards all of you at a rapid pace until it stops directly in front of all four of you. And it takes on the shape of a young female Elan who's wearing a cape made of stars, or a dress made of stars, blue flowing hair that flows to the side of her almost as if she's in water. She looks to all of you and she says, "It was not your time to die. And so, I am giving you another chance. One to reclaim your destiny.
Thanks, Scotty. It's pretty
Each of you
Is this our manufacturing?
are going to affect the galaxy in a great way. A great, yet unforeseen way." And as she says this, you see these glowing strands burst out from her that have small mirrored images of all the different possibilities of your guys' choices should you be returned. There's some that show you conquering and slaying mighty dragons, others that show you being eaten by said dragons. All sorts of endless outcomes. And at the very end of one of the strands, glowing brightest, you see the picture of all of you standing underneath the roots of a massive tree. Water falling all around you as you look around in this great scene with several dragons flying around you. And then just like that, it vanishes. The lady begins to speak to you again. And so, these are just a fraction of what you all could perform. And so, your untimely end, which was not destined to be, I am going to revert and send you back, for you are not yet done with your work. First, I suppose I should also introduce myself. My name is Miala. I am, I suppose you could call fate or destiny, however you would like to refer to me as. But, for now, where I will send you is the closest I can get you to the point in time in which you will make a big difference. And also, as a parting gift, other than just your
That sure
lives
could be
that I'm
good.
returning to you, I will also give you this small trinket each that will hopefully bring about
Lies.
hope in a time when there is none.
That's all what you're saying.
Now, wake up,
Um,
for your lives begin
I'm
anew,
pretty partial to what's going on.
and you all will be changers of worlds. And with that, the inky blackness stops. She vanishes, and all of you awake, chained in a prison cell. Dirt floor underneath. Snow you can see falling outside. Several bars keeping you on the inside of this jail cell. And you see several guards dressed in a heavy armor, holding spears of plasma outside your cells. But all four of you do see each other in this same cell. Do any of you say anything?
Can't help but feel like I've been here before.
No, you're just excellent.
So as you guys begin to rouse, unless you say anything else, the guards turn around and look at you all.
Right.
Hey, right. Finally awake, I see. What are you all doing here?
You know, it's funny, I wanted to ask you the same thing.
I was hoping
What
you
you're
all.
all doing here.
I was hoping you all would know more than we did. After all, you just appeared randomly in the fields to the south. Wouldn't have even found you if not for that vibrant blue light and from which you emerged.
Is appearing in a field a crime?
No, but there are several giants among you, and well, per the request of the shaman, we did not kill you upon sight, but we were concerned a bit for who you all were.
What kind of people are these?
So they appear to be humans. A little bit taller than normal humans, but you'll have to forgive our rudeness, I suppose. We're not used to individuals such as yourself just appearing, especially not in our lands.
Well, allow me to introduce myself. I kind of pull against one of the chains and extend my hand. My name is Faust Valraven. I am a merchant.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, I suppose. It doesn't look like he's attempting to shake your hand at all. Still a little bit wary of who all of you are. You do notice that several of their guards have arrived, and they're particularly interested in the two Ettins here. Merchant, what are you all doing here, Mr. Merchant?
I'll be completely honest with you. I have no idea where I am or how I got here.
Hmm.
Definitely.
Curious.
As far as I understand, until recently, I may have died.
They look at each other
So
kind of
slow.
quizzically, like, "What? Is this guy being for real?" Right. Dead, you say? Okay. Well, I suppose, per the shaman's request, she would like to meet you all. So, if you'll come with us, we'll take you to see her.
Absolutely. We do it.
No
That's
fun, no
okay.
funny business, please.
Do we have
We've
much
had
of a
enough.
choice?
Oh no, not particularly.
You want to stay in here?
Oh, probably not. I apologize. We're just a little cautious. We've had dealings with giants as of late, and they haven't been the best of dealings.
Hmm.
But anyway, if you come with us, we'll take you to the shaman. She was particularly interested in you four. So as long as none of you try to resist anything, uh, they take you all by chains to throughout the town. If we look on the map, they take you over to this small tent over here. It's a nice little. I say a tent, but it's more like a wooden slated roof with like a tent entrance inside. Let me pull up this here. Whoops. So the guards look to you and kind of point their spears inside. Right, she's in there and she requested to speak with you all alone, but if we hear anything, we'll be in there in a moment. So just don't try anything strange, okay?
I wouldn't dream of it.
Oh, thank you, merchant. We appreciate it. Well then, go on inside. I'm assuming you guys go inside.
Yep.
Probably duck.
Probably, yeah. It's a little confined in here. It doesn't look like it's built for you two. It's fully interior. You know, you got to kind of scooch down some to fit perfectly inside. But as you do go inside, you see this room is illuminated by several torches that are lying on the walls with vibrant blue fires that aren't on the torches but like slightly hovering above them. You see that there are several cots lining the floors, a few individuals laying on them that appear to have been recently in a fight. Some of them look to be somewhat in critical condition.
Did I do that? Sometimes when I drink, people end up hurt. I don't know how.
You hear a little chuckle coming from the end of the room, to which you guys look, and you see an older woman with a I'm trying to think, a wooden bowl. There we go, of a glowing water standing above one of the individuals who appears to be in critical condition. She's an older female. The left half of her face, so this one, is covered in vines and leaves. It appears to be made of a bark. Large wooden antlers protrude from her head, from that side. Where her eye would be on this side, you see just a vibrant blue flower rests on the inside, a soft glow emanating from the center of it. Her other half is of an elder human. Wrinkles line her face, revealing her years of wisdom and longevity. Her hair is a mixture on the right side of gray and silver, braided and draped over her right shoulder, held together by an old wooden rune tie at the bottom. resting behind her left ear, where it's almost like a sprig of sweet Sicily, which is a white flower broken into many pieces. Her right eye is cloudy and white, assuming most likely that she has lost her sight
Why?
forever ago, appearing to be blind in both eyes, or so it would seem. She reaches to where the sprig is on her ears, pulls it out, crumples it up, and puts it into the water. You see, she outlines the bowl in specific small runes as you guys watch. This takes about a minute or so. And then she feeds the water into the mouth of the soldier. And all at once, where his devastating wound was, it slowly begins to heal up. The older woman who was laughing at Brute just a moment ago and healing this individual looks to you all and says, "Oh, welcome. I'm glad you all are actually alive. My name is Freydottir. I suppose, what you could call the shaman and
Jogger? Sure.
medic of the town. So I was the one that treated most of your injuries that you came with.
Yes.
It was interesting. I also prevented the guards from killing you two. And even though she seems like she has no sight, she perfectly points at Sana and Barut, which, forgive them for their rude introductions. We've just had a bit of a giant problem. She smiles and looks over you for, now,
Yes.
what exactly are you doing here?
Where is here?
You're in the town of Rayovar on, well, a far distant planet, I'm sure, from where you are. I just ask because we don't get many visitors. We try to keep ourselves at least out of the majority of political issues and, well, just visitors in general. So it's curious to see not just one, but 4 individuals entering into our world.
Yes, I'm afraid you have me at a bit of a disadvantage, miss. You
Air.
see, the 4 of us don't have much recollection of where we were immediately prior to appearing outside of your establishment here. If you would humor me, would you mind describing the sorts of injuries that you saw on us when we were retrieved?
Well, to let you know, it was quite devastating. But you were actually quite lucky to end up here, due to the to the waters that we use here. I was able to bring you back from the brink of destruction. But what I noticed is you had several shrapnel pieces inside all of you. If I couldn't swear, or if I wasn't looking around and found no wreckage, I would have sworn that you all were in perhaps a ship's explosion. You were scarred and burned all over, but thankfully you arrived in time for us to be able to bring you back from the brink of destruction.
Well, thank you for letting us know that. I actually fancy myself as a bit of a merchant, and I would be very interested in obtaining some of these healing waters you have. There are many people I've encountered on my travels who could use an item with properties like this
I
and would
imagine
suffer
so.
otherwise.
Are you dying?
I don't really care about being healed or dying or anything. What's this problem that you were having that caused all this destruction?
Well, if you're interested to know,
Oh, yes.
I don't wish to bother you, but I'll tell you the story of what's been happening around here. Well, long ago, uh, we made friends with individuals such as yourself, a proud Eton race. Uh, they were on this snowy planet of ours. Good friends, in fact. I remember. I mean, it was roughly like 500 years ago or something. But when I was just a wee lass. But well,
And now you're not friends?
not anymore. It would appear. See, they left. I'm not sure why. Uh, there was no wars. There was no message. They just simply left. Some say 300 years ago. It was sad to see them leave. In fact, we made good friends and relations with them, but now, unfortunately, it seems they've come back, and rather than bringing peace, they've brought with them a nightmarish war. Something, something is horribly wrong with them. Their fate strings, as I see, are red, pulsating, angry. This is not like most of the Ettins I once knew. Neither of you have such fate strings. So I'm not sure. So I know that you're not with one of them, nor do you bring war with you, I hope. But it's just been a nightmare. And as you look around, she points to all the different soldiers that have been wounded. There's probably a good like 20 or 30 in this tent as you look more towards the back. I've been doing my best, but night after night they keep sending raids of drower and savage beasts made of ice. It's not what I once remembered. If you're looking for work, if you all are able to assist us, we could make it worth your while. Say, Mr. Merchant, she looks to you, Faust. I suppose in assistance, I could part with a few vials of the healing water.
That would be much appreciated, but I do not mean to impose on my companions here. I know they all have their own needs that a quest like this would be required to fill.
Well, how about it, you four?
I think Sam is probably just already sharpening her sword.
Just sharpening it in the corner.
Don't mind me.
What about you two, Brute and Caspar?
I just look at Faust.
I'm not saying anything. Thanks.
You're just sitting in the pocket.
Yep, not saying anything.
Yeah, none of the other guards noticed you. Like you weren't chained or anything, but the only one that paid attention to you was this was Air, which is EIR for her name, by the way, in case you need to spell it. She looks over all of you and she says, "Well, I'm assuming there's going to be another night raid, as there has been for the past few nights. So, if you would assist us upon their arrival, I would be very grateful."
Again, I just look at Faust.
What
Well,
say you
Brute,
then, Mr.
would you be
Merchant?
willing to help these folk?
I guess. And
Alright,
do
then
we
it's
have our
settled.
weapons?
Yes, so they do. You guys
That's
did
nice.
get your weapons.
Okay. So I'm at that point. I just like turn around and leave.
Okay. She smiles and she says, "Well, until the night falls, you're all welcome to join any of the night or the afternoon festivities and drinking and whatever other what did the others of this town do before the battle? And upon your help of the time, I'll see if I can get something else to reward all of you, not just the merchant.
Did she seem like she was being truthful throughout the whole thing?
Make an insight check. Let's see.
Numbers. Oh yeah, they were all removed.
Intuition.
Isn't it intuition?
Oh yeah, intuition, not insight.
Well, okay, it shouldn't be +1. It should be +1 success. So it would be 3.
Yeah, so it looks like 3 successes.
Yeah, it'd be 3 successes.
Okay. So yeah, she seems to be honest about what she's talking about. She seems very calm and collected about it. Not like she seems concerned for those here, but not to the point where she herself won't maintain composure.
Did she seem honest about the whole interaction, about how we came about?
How what? I'm sorry.
How they found us and whatnot?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she didn't seem like she was lying about anything, really. She did seem interested in all of you, and you did notice that she was the only one to notice you so far. But other than that, she does not appear to be lying nor trying to misconstrue the facts or anything along those lines. She looks over you forward. She says, "Well, unless one of you know medical such and such, I think you will. You may depart. I doubt you want to be in here with such a gruesome sight."
Just shrug.
So after I left,
Mhm.
I think I just kind of stepped outside and then realized I have no idea where I'm going. So I rang for Faust.
just stick your head back in, Faust.
No, I just kind of wait. I'll know he'll come out to
Yeah.
guide me.
As you're kind of like standing outside, the other guards just look at you, trying not to make eye contact. The guards in town seem a little, there's a few peasants that walk by, carrying breads and different things like that, and they look at you and move a little bit faster towards the mead hall. Which, if you guys actually look on the Roll20 here, this is actually the map of the town. And currently, you guys are in this situation or this area over here, this small tent. Seems like a rather large town. It does not appear to be as advanced as you guys have previously been used to, living in more of a modernized galaxy. But they, aside from being a little nervous about the giants, they appear to be welcoming. If other, not really too concerned, other than the two of you, but do the other three of you leave the tent and recommune with Brute?
I say to Brute, Brute, my
No choice
friend,
matter.
I'd like to linger a moment longer to speak with Air. By all means, enjoy the town and stay close to Jana.
Okay.
I should be safe on my own.
So what did the other two of you do, Caspar and Sana?
I'd like to cast See the Fate Strings real quick,
Okay.
just to get a better idea of who I'm.
Okay. That's probably a good one to use.
Yes. Use actual dice.
For those watching, See the Fate Strings is what is called a mystic spell within Veil of the Void. Mystic spells are spells that everybody gets that is an Arcanter. So,
3 successes.
3 successes? Okay. That does succeed, so make sure you add a point to your Arcanting. You see these strands begin to appear in front of you. All these different blue and green and different colored strands that just stretch out amongst everyone. They begin wrapping around individuals and forming their shapes. And you see
Putting
from
one in my pocket.
yes, got a vibrant little thing in your pocket. You look to Air, and she not only is she just take on the standard humanoid form that the Fate Strings, she's glowing to you like this just pure white. And it takes on not just the humanoid shape, but an actual fully develops her shape, and to which she looks to you during the spell, and she says, "I see you too understand the shapes of the fates."
Understand, probably not, but
I can actually, so
see them.
I see them. Well, understanding them is indeed a bit different, but you do see amongst all of your other companions now, other than just the standard green and bluish colors, you see one that reflects the light that you guys all remember seeing in the inky blackness you were in before you woke up. And seeing these strings, you're not sure what that means fully, but you do notice that it's only you four plus Air that have that.
Some supernatural stuff going on.
Yep.
Confirmed.
It's supernatural.
Maybe.
Who'd have thought that we'd have supernatural stuff going on?
Wait a minute.
But other than that, she just smiles in your general direction as you look over, before going back to tending the wounded, and saying, as she's working on them, "Anything else for you two?"
Do they usually come here to
Which-
attack?
Yes, they've for 3 nights now. They've made attacks on the town. I've tried speaking with the Jarl, but they will not listen. Those here are young and rowdy. They don't remember the ways previously, and so all they care about is the fight.
Okay, Santa's gonna leave at that.
She smiles again. So, Mr. Merchant, what did you need to speak about?
Well, I thought I'd linger. I do have some slight experience in medicine, and you said you required my aid.
Ah, yes. If you do know enough, there are a few who are in less of a critical state that I'd be happy if you would look over. As you see, I
Understood.
have my hands a little bit full here.
As I can tell, all that I ask in return is information from you.
Okay. That's a easy enough trade.
Please
So,
point me toward
oh, sorry.
the people who need my assistance.
She gets up slower. It looks like she's a little slower in her older age. Being some 500 years old plus. uh,
I think
she
I'm
takes
older than she is.
yeah, probably, but she appears to be human, so it's a little weird for her to be this old. Um, she takes you to one of the other back wings of this section, where there appear to be a few people that are not as wounded, nearly as the others. So, did you want to perform a medicament check, or what would you like to do?
Yes,
Okay.
I will perform a medicament check.
Perfect.
Um, ba, 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 ba. 1 second. I don't remember what virtue is associated.
It is
Mentality.
mentality.
Or right.
Mentality for sure. I get to add a pip to one of these, so wow. All right.
One success.
Yep.
No, he's got two successes there.
Yeah. 2 successes. Good point.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm watching.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm watching. Yeah, that does succeed. Their wounds aren't too grave. So you do manage to use some of the water that she has on hand, as well as some of the bandages and different things like that to heal them up and mend them. So with that check, we'll say you get like 3 or so of them back
Okay.
up on their feet for now.
Perfect.
As you do so, she turns back to you. Right, and so what sort of information are you looking for, Mr. Merchant?
Well, for one thing, I was hoping to observe the use of these healing items, which I have managed to do and use myself, and I thank you for that.
Of course.
I would
Yes.
also like to ask about your person. It seems like you can see the fate strings but are otherwise blind, and you may be, forgive my bluntness, but it seems like you've experienced some sort of curse.
Perhaps you could call it a curse, perhaps a gift. I suppose at times it's both. Uh, she smiles and she says, yes, it's true. I do not see as normal individuals do. Rather, the world is illuminated by the fate strings themselves. Uh, she looks at you and she's like, well, I suppose you are what, or I am what you would call, I suppose, a, a demigod is what I've heard it called before. Though I do not like such terms. But at a young age, I was born with blood of gods within me, or so I was told. And it twisted me to be what I am now.
And what do you gain from helping these folks here? A sense of purpose, acceptance from the people in this community.
Oh, I've never really thought about it much as gaining more as giving. It's more in my nature to assist, and I've come to enjoy this town, even though it's a bit rowdy at times, but
And tell me, do you are you one to resent the lot you've drawn? Sometimes wish that you could see as others do, hear as others do, or would you that you were younger and able to assist more people.
With age comes wisdom, lad, and without sight, there are those that can see more than the mortal eye can. Contentment is what I have, and it's what I am meant to be.
I see. It appears that answers my previous question. I thank you for your time. I should rejoin my companions.
Of course. If you have any other questions or are in need of any particular healing, should the battles go awry, you are welcome to return, and I will patch you back up to the best condition I can.
That I sort of nod my thanks and leave the room.
As you do so, a small raven squawks at you as you leave the room. You see a little blue eye, or like a glow from his eyes staring at you, as he then flies and lands on her antlers. So you
I
all
continue leaving.
perfect. So you all four have left now, and it is still snowing outside, but it's the kind of snow where it's not too cold. It doesn't feel bad outside.
It's actually really hot out.
Yeah. It's burning. The snow is lava. But it does seem like a rather vibrant town. You guys get, they hand you a small map of the town as well. The guards, as you leave, per her request, she wanted us to give you this. Just don't cause trouble.
What's it written in?
It's written in. Oh gosh, what was it? It's written in like a slang version of elves, of Elenon or Elenin.
Sweet. No idea what it says.
Yeah, lots of pictures though. It shows you the town, and it kind of has like it does here, where there are symbols at different places. Yeah, they have words next to the symbols in the map, but you're not really able to read those words.
Is there like a guard station around here? An armory to, bulk up on weapons?
Are you asking the guard, or are you looking on the map?
I'm definitely asking the guard. He take one look at the map and be like, so.
So,
Where's the nearest McDonald's?
Didn't even have a long enough chance to look at it.
No.
I can't read that. Put that away.
I can't read.
Just opens it mid.
How big was this map?
It was a relatively large. I'd say it was about. It's about like a foot by a foot, so like a square map.
It's bigger than me.
How big are you?
I'm a
What are you? Are you grass?
what's that? No, just like a little. Don't worry about it.
Hey, this is a perfect time to explain. Why don't you all explain what your characters look like to the viewers now that we've gotten some of the.
He looks like a pocket.
I think pretty much, yes.
What is it? Oh gosh, what's the lapel flower things?
The corsage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of. But so
Beautiful.
little sticky person whose bark on the chest almost looks like an overcoat in a way, like super fancy one. Haven't figured out which overcoat. I can picture it in my head, but I haven't put it together. But and then he has a giant hat, or at least what appears to be a hat, which is actually a flower.
You look very happy.
On his head.
Is the game going on?
Can you turn on the water out there?
So what?
Anyway, you were saying a pirate hat that's big as your character?
Yep. At least what appears to be a pirate hat, but it's actually a flower. Like nothing. sticking off.
So it's like the
Like that,
tri-corner,
Or a bicorn.
like 3 big.
No.
Yeah, that's a good question.
It could be a bicorn. Like a giant,
If I had a hat
yes,
that was not ball cap,
a bunch of petals. Man, you could borrow. I don't have any bicorns. I have sombrero.
What color petals?
I haven't figured that out yet. But I'm thinking like blue, teal color,
Okay.
maybe with hints of red and pink or something.
What do the rest of you look like?
I'm gonna let Noble describe the Yettins.
Let the creator describe the Ettins.
They're super
Smart.
tall, and there's 5 types of Ettins, and 4 of them are based on the elements of the arcane. So there's like air, water, fire, those kinds of things, and they are generally considered to be absolutely hideous. They're just not nice to look at. And they come in a variety of skin colors based on where they come from in the arcane realm. None of them what you would find in a person on Earth. And then the 5th kind of Ettin is a Gap Ettin, and they're from the Void, and so they are like purple or pitch black, and they're not as ugly as the ones that have been warped by the arcane realm. And yep, they're also very tall.
So which one are you?
I am a Gap Ettin.
Okay. Perfect. What
They
do you
hate
look
everything.
like? They hate everything.
Yes.
That's fair.
They want to kill everything.
Ooh.
She is 13 feet tall, has skin that looks like space, whatever that is. And
Whatever that is.
All right.
So when I'm getting the character art,
What is
looks like
space?
space, whatever
is
that
space?
is.
Yes, whatever that means to you. I don't know. Whatever. And she does have hair. It's probably black. It's all tied up and braided and wrapped up.
Adam's being invaded by a bright light.
Oh my.
So,
Don't go near
A
it.
portal is opening. Phil the Void is becoming reality.
You're having a close encounter there.
I mean, that's kind of what it looks like on the.
Yep.
That's not all what it looks like, at all in the actual.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. That's just super
No,
funny.
it just started getting really windy.
Yep. That was just like the perfect like semicircle just opened up and it was like, let there be light. Anyway, as you were saying for your character. Or whoever's next.
Yeah, I think I finished.
So I look similar to I'm not sure how to say her name, but Noble's
Sana?
character.
Santa.
Sana.
Either way, both-
Sana,
Both work.
Han.
But he's like the parts of the skin you can actually see are slightly opaque, and he has something just kind of like coming off him, like a gas, just kind of slowly, kind of perpetually coming off him. But his noticeable things are his weapons. He has a sword which looks much smaller than it should. He has a pistol that looks much smaller than it should. And then he has a giant rifle strapped across his back that, if you look closely, looks like it was attached at one time to a ship. And then somebody has bolted a trigger and a stock and an energy clip onto it since then. But it's totally Yeah, it's different.
Okay, fair enough. And Faust, if you would explain what you look like.
Well, I'm not exactly 13 feet tall. Probably closer to 6. Sort of a
So small.
uh, um, older looking man with pale blue skin, sort of pronounced cheekbones, and horns coming out the top of his head, wearing a dark black suit, sort of pristine, has multiple pieces to it. Sort of gives off the air of someone who's older and refined. And there's a deep sort of intensity to his black eyes. Yep.
I like all your characters. I can't wait to get character art, which we will have eventually. So, anyway, so to answer your question, the guard looks over and he says, "Yeah, right. You'll see here this picture," and he points to this one here that I am now pinging, and says, "So over there, you'll get most of your weapons upgraded and armor, lechery, whatever you're looking for."
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anything else I can help you all with as far as directions go?
Barracks, guard barracks.
Oh, right. The barracks. I apologize. The barracks are over here in this corner. Or not in this corner, but near the wall.
Perfect. How tall are the buildings?
Most of the normal sized buildings are like, they're like, maybe between 10 to 12 feet. So you tower over a few of them.
Great. There's not a bed in this town that fits me. That's make a cot out of a couple blankets.
Make a cot out of a couple buildings.
And there's not a bed in this town that wouldn't fit me. So, just saying.
Yeah. I think it'd probably be. I mean, you could just take a napkin.
Why take a napkin when you can take a pocket?
Ah, see, even better. Just fall asleep in the pocket. Just don't roll over. Sleep. Ah! Well, guess the player died. Gotta make a new character.
Yeah.
He also points out. The guard also points out the mead hall up here, and says,
We can sleep in there.
"That's the best place for someone such as yourself to probably rest for the nights. They have, well, I suppose they could probably accommodate you, but it's also got good food, and the Jarl sits there quite often to discuss with others. So feel free to join as you can, or want to, I suppose."
Great. Thank you.
Aye.
Go across the street to the armory. We need a tiny, tiny gun. Possibly.
A tiny,
Do they
tiny
have
gun.
any-
Little pea shooter. Pew pew.
I imagine your weapons are just specially made.
As you see, I pull out this giant Keener rifle that's probably like 3 times the size of me. Stick it over your pocket. No, I think this will do quite well.
Is it good? Is it a good weapon?
That's some damage.
I might need a bet. I'm just gonna see if they have any better weapons.
So when Faust said follow Shauna, he Brute took that as protect her.
Oh no. Watch your words carefully is what we've learned today.
We could have a problem here.
It's okay. I come prepared. I have battle maps for this.
Could I get a look at that map? I believe I can read
Yeah. We're definitely just going across the street.
You're not even going to give him a map? I don't know if you heard him. He was
I don't think she heard me.
I don't think she did. All right, moving on then.
Not listening. I'm not
Okay, that's
listening
fair.
to this dude in my pocket that doesn't need a weapon. If he doesn't need a weapon, I don't want to hear it.
All right, you cross the street. So this is actually a rather tall building. As you approach, you see that it's primarily open, being held up by large shafts in the corners of this roof. It's got several forges, both on the outside, protected by a gate barrier, as well as the inside. You see 4 large humans, as they appear to be, very muscular, just hammering out things, working on different armor pieces. You see some designing and fleshing out bows, different things along those lines. It appears that they're slightly backed up, trying to prepare and reforge all the different weapons that have been coming through from the battles before. It looks like they've been run day and night here. Quite busy. There is an individual that sees you coming inside, though, and looks up to you. Great. Hello.
Do I see any rifles?
Yeah, so it does look like, even though this isn't the most, modernized place, they do have several rifles. It looks like they're caught up on a lot of that sort of technology. But they are still doing the old forging system of actually using forges and bending the metals into the proper shape. It looks like they're using a very unique metal here. But they do have some rifles pre-made.
Do any of them look better than mine? My plasma rifle.
Your plasma rifle. Let me see. Go ahead and make an analysis check.
Analysis.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to do that as well.
Something that I'm terrible at.
Nice.
Yep.
Let's have a group analysis check then.
Hey, I get it. So I have a pair of glasses on my head, and as I'm looking at the weapons, I kind of push them down.
Push them down like
Because-
so, or like.
Like they're on my face.
Oh, okay. So they were
It's
kind of like
really a
up
group
here, and
analysis
you pushed them
check.
down.
I got 1 success. Is it a group analysis check?
It is a group analysis check.
Where my character sheet?
I wouldn't
Believe
want to
it-
participate in a group analysis
Oh, okay. Well, then you're welcome to do 2 separate analysis checks.
because it would be terrible for everybody else if I did it.
That's not true. That's not true. Hold on.
Well, I mean,
So because of my eyeglass scanners,
Mm-hmm.
that's 2 successes.
Oh, look at you being all
And
fancy.
I'm going to use my leadership now to make it so anyone in the group, 2 people in the group, can change a 1 to a 5.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's-
Well, I got 2 1s and a 5.
Oh, well, look at that.
Wow.
You could get 2 5s then if you
There's 2
participate in the
fives
group
and a-
check. Yeah, we changed up the leadership a little bit, but I like it better now. Makes more sense how it works. So, if you are participating in the group check, Noble, then
Sure.
you guys would have. I don't want to force you to do it, so it's up to you.
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Then you guys would all add a success to your analysis. So you look around, and Sana, what is it? Sana?
Yes.
Okay.
That's not helpful.
That's exactly what I need to know. So Sana.
We can do Sana. That's fine. Like,
It just looks like Sana to me, so
Hey.
even if I know it's Santa, I'm gonna call it Sana.
Should I call you Steam Room?
Yeah,
Oh, you're right. It does sound
that's
like
exactly
Sana,
what I
doesn't
was going for.
it? Okay, Santa then. But the way I say Santa, it sounds like I'm calling you like a weird version of Santa.
No, I actually okay. Yeah, Sana's fine.
Okay. I just want to make absolutely sure
Let's just keep throwing wrenches into her name. Like, ah!
all throughout the campaign. I'll do like I did with Kagwood and just randomly be like, "Oh, Caitlin." Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. So
Of course.
That is why I go with very simple names.
Brute. You mean
Yeah.
Brute?
I feel like this isn't a complicated name.
I will make it complicated. Dang it. That's my life.
You just called her last name.
Okay, yeah, Shiver.
That's
Shiver's fine. I'll call it that. I'll just call you San.
So,
Anyway, it does look like with the metals that are made here, because it looks like a specific metal from this region, most likely. There does appear to be a few rifles that at least pique your interest. Now,
which one looks best? Which one's the coolest?
so what kind of rifle are you looking for? A automatic rifle or a sniper rifle? I'm assuming automatic because you said you had a plasma rifle, right?
Yeah, but I am proficient in rifle.
Oh, just rifle. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there appears to be a sniper rifle with a rather enormous barrel at the end of it. There appears to be a repeater rifle with a beautiful like wooden handle embedded into the silver that it appears to be made of. And then there's one that you see on the sides of it has two canisters that appears to be crafted from a plasma. So it would be a plasma rifle.
I don't need plasma rifles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull down that sniper rifle from where it is.
Okay.
Displayed. I assume that I can reach it because my arm length is like.
You don't even have to move.
I
You
can
just go
reach across
whoop,
the entire
whoop.
building.
Just staring at the little guy. Ugh.
Can I borrow this?
Borrow.
Using the requisition skill on the Valkyrie.
Oh! I forgot you had that. Perfect.
It sounded much more fun to do it this way.
It sounds way
To
more
just be
fun.
Like, can I borrow a skill?
It sounds
using
way
the
more
skill.
fun. I love it.
Get a bonus.
He looks to you and he says, yes, if it could be of assistance.
Great, thanks. And I leave.
Brute, were you looking for anything in particular? I cannot hear you.
But we can't hear you.
No, I was just following her.
Okay.
As we leave, I say, mine's better.
No, it's not. You big brute.
I'm big.
Wait,
and
are you taller than her?
So yes. I don't know if I'm necessarily taller than her, but
I am the max size of giant because.
Why not?
Yeah.
Because of reasons.
I don't know. I was trying to give Adam's character a big enough pocket where he could be something reasonable, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'm just like 2 inches tall."
No, I'm a foot. Because I had to think about it. Like, all right, if I'm like 6 foot and my hand is only this big, that like gives my person a 4-inch range. Be like that big, and then I'm like, if you double my size to become basically the size you are, and that would double that like 4 inches to 8 inches. I'm like, I gotta be a little bit bigger than that. So I made myself a foot.
He's as big as one of my buttons.
Oh. Okay.
Your
No.
buttons are
I mean, they're pretty
nothing
big.
like
No.
a button like that big. It's a big button.
The clasp on my kid. No, I don't know.
You
It's
are
really hard to
literally one of my
imagine a
buttons.
scale on this. Okay, yeah. So that's why she's
Like-
as big
like
as
a-
possible, just in case Adam wanted to be.
Reasonable.
Yeah,
I
silly
am.
me.
We wanted him to be a reasonable size.
Unless you want to get like a big old shoulder pocket, then that can be a little bit bigger.
Yeah. I mean, we could still go the baby carrier route.
What?
No, we cannot. That is not an option.
Oh my gosh, that just sounds amazing. Carrying a little baby carrier in
See the way I
battle.
picture it is across like your whole armor and everything. You got like these tiny little straps that like connect,
Yes.
like little loops that just connect between your pockets. So you just go woo and just like swing. You know, the other pocket, so I can get whatever my supplies that are in your other pocket. And I go, all right. And I go, whoop, 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 and I go back to the other.
Oh my gosh.
I probably have built like these minuscule balconies on my pauldrons and whatnot.
Just a walking house.
You're my house.
This is terrible.
This is the greatest thing ever. What are you talking about?
I love this.
Okay. But seriously, is there anything? You said you didn't want any weapons.
Oh,
Is there anything else you want?
okay. Oh, hang on. Text that. That was on that picture.
I don't even think.
Okay.
So would it be over there?
Okay.
Is there anything interesting on that map?
Is there anything interesting?
Big as you are. I don't know. And then I like hand it to him. It's a literally
Yes, on the map, three things stand out to you in particular. Are you able to read the language or?
Yes, I can read them.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So you know that there is a crystal and magic shop over here. There's an old potion seller's chart or trading station over here, and then there appears to be a chapel church type area, maybe what you would call a worship center, for those here as well.
I just had a brilliant idea.
I say all those
Ocean
things
salad.
except for exactly where they are, and they'd be like,
Is there a butcher shop
Oh yeah, down here. There's a butcher shop directly
in the
below.
barracks?
Or not in the barracks. I'm sorry. This one.
We should go to the butcher shop and see if they need
I
any
don't even
animals
know
killed.
what that's
but that's the
like. All of mine, none of mine are
both of us.
connected. So I don't know. I don't know what
Kind of
what he would use it for.
Well, yeah, okay. But I don't
I
think
mean,
for
I know
both
what
of
it's
us.
for.
So
I
there's
don't know
that.
If it wasn't in that box, I have no idea.
Well,
Maybe in the box.
do you guys all head over to the butcher shop then?
Yes, I need to kill something.
Sorry.
Just walk in. Let me kill that. Thank you.
Excuse me. Does that even count? So, does that even count?
If it's a live pig and you kill it, sure.
It's a beast.
I mean,
You
is
just
is
start-
hunting an animal in a cage considered hunting? I mean, a lot of people do. So
That's true.
So,
Sure.
they're all wrong,
Figure out what to
but you know.
do. Maybe I should go down.
go now where?
Hmm,
Go down.
Oh, yeah.
sure. We'll let it count. Summon the spirit of
This is
a pork
silly.
chop.
Just in case I need to summon a cow. We have one now. Just in case I need to make a. There it is. There's that beast that I wanted to ride yesterday. It's a water flow.
It's a water buffalo. Yeah, so it looks like they have cows and some pigs, chickens, different things like that. If you would like to kill one, then yeah, you're good to go.
I want to see if they will hire me for the day.
Oh, they will hire you. Sure,
Yeah, to
go
just
ahead.
be their butcher.
To be their butcher.
Hello, I'm a giant. You want to use me for physical labor?
Exactly.
Go ahead and make a speechcraft.
I can kill a cow like it's a rabbit.
Make
My
speechcraft
bare
with 2 auto hit dice then.
Okay, good, because we ain't good at speaking.
Me no speak good. Me kill good.
Let me just double check that.
Me not good at negotiating wage.
It literally doesn't matter what I use here. I'm happy to say that is 2 successes.
Hey, with the 2 auto hit dice. Are those the 2 successes, or is it?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, they are.
They look you and Brute over because Brute's also there. I'm assuming since it's told by Faust.
Pick up a cow.
Sure, we can hire you for the day. What would you like in return? Just
I'm good at killing animals.
okay. Yeah, we need
Payment?
that. Would you like the meat that you the pot a percentage of the meat you kill?
Sure.
Perfect.
Or second thought, maybe some credits would be good.
Where
Maybe-
on earth is that noise coming from?
Maybe we'd like some credits. On
Oh.
second thought.
Credits.
She
Right.
doesn't understand purchasing things.
I kill, you give. Yes?
We're great, and also these guys let me borrow weapons whenever I'm. So I am good at giving them back.
I have to.
They will literally chase me down for it.
Right. We'll give you. I suppose if you go out, slay the creatures down near the farm, and carry back the meats, we'll give you some credits per that you bring back. Say
Good.
we'll give you.
She leaves.
Farewell. By the way, it's outside of the gate. As you're leaving.
I assume that. What's his name? Casper.
Yeah.
I assume he's got the map. Where's the farm?
God. Is the farm on the map?
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
You have like a tiny voice too, like.
Oh my gosh! What are you doing?
Oh my God. You know, I still haven't settled on a voice, and I very well could do that.
I'm just gonna end up copying Trevor's accent at some point still. That's gonna happen.
It's that way. Go.
Alright, guys.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna right, take a right. Take a right. Alright, let's go.
Oh, what?
What
No.
is this?
We are so going to die.
We're all gonna die.
No, you need to do it.
I don't think so. I don't think I do.
All right.
Although that voice would probably hurt my throat less than my other characters do.
Probably. Oh, that's great.
Alright, Sana, we're gonna go this way today. Okay. Follow the map. The bottom right. See that little farm in the middle? Right there. Yep, that one.
Yeah, so he tells you where you're going.
Right.
Now, are any of the other rest of you doing anything? I haven't gone back to Faust in a while.
I'm probably heading toward the like magic crystal shop you mentioned.
Okay. Well, while the other three are heading towards the area to slaughter cows and bring back the meat,
And the spirits.
and the spirits of the cow, I
Cows
shall
have spirits?
summon Heifer to battle.
I mean, I can only do one because I'm pretty sure that it's not counted as a separate combat per cow I kill. I
Yeah.
go into combat once at the farm.
That wasn't how I pictured the farm battle to go, but okay.
They get an attack. Psych, missed. Boom. Death.
So,
Do we have comm links?
yes,
Tom?
you do.
Okay.
Oh man, so we're totally somehow familiar with each other.
Yeah, well, it's really easy to get comm links hooked up.
Oh,
Might be just second nature.
Yeah, it's a natural thing in this universe. Whenever you adventure somewhere with someone, you usually hook up at least a baseline communication.
You know, just
Here's
like giving
Ken's
someone your
QR
phone
code.
number.
add my contact.
Scan this QR code with your ear. We'll connect that way. So, Faust, you walk into this magic crystal shop, and you see lining the walls, there's crystals of all shapes and sizes. Some that glow reflect a beautiful purple light. Others that have multicolors of like red, yellow, blue, and brown in them. All sorts of peculiar stabs that line the walls as well, that look like you can affix these gems or these crystals to them. There's all sorts of other little bits and bobs of magical items and different herbs and stuff that line the walls. And you see behind the counter is another human. He has short, matted, dark hair. It's got a small little hat that it's almost like just a little cap, newsboy cap type thing. Wearing long robes that kind of glimmer towards the bottom. Currently behind the desk, working on some of the crystals and attuning them. He has this weird eyeglass that zooms in like 6 times as he's looking over and chipping away properly at these gems.
Hello, my friend. I'm new to the area, and I was hoping to know what unusual items you might have for sale.
He looks up at you as you say that, and the thing like zooms closer towards your face. What? What did you say, Sonny?
I was just saying I'm new in town, and I was wondering if you could point out some of the more unusual items in your collection here.
Oh, I have many unusual items. Is there anything particular that you're interested in, or would you like to just see the lot?
I was just hoping to see the lot.
Well, we have all sorts of peculiarities here. I have an amulet that's supposed to make your magic casting better. I've got several bits and bobs that I'm not really sure what they do all that much yet. I haven't had time to look them over. I got a recent shipment in. There's all sorts of peculiarities here. He continues to rant on and on about all these different things. There are a few things that catch your eye. One of them appears to be a golden bow. Uh, there are a few pieces of armor that line the wall. There's two small bags that appear to be very old, made of leather with older runes inscribed into them. There's a few flutes on the wall. It looks like a few different types of musical instruments, such as drums and different things along those lines.
Okay. This bow strikes me as unusual.
Oh,
What?
it hasn't hit you yet. Oh, you don't.
You're a real joker.
Sorry.
What properties does it have?
Well, this is a rare one. Very rare. One could even call it extraordinary. It was said to be a bow that was wielded by one of our ancient ancestors, one of the ones that brought us here. Supposed to be able to fire light itself at others. Powerful, ancient bow.
That's an unusual item.
Yep.
What does it? How does it conjure this light? What does it take in exchange?
It appears to be using a crystal as its core functionality, pulling from it the dormant energy of the arcane realm, in particular from the domain of brilliant light. That's what I believe it is. Pulls that energy as you pull back, manifests it into an actual arrow, and then throws it, or launches it, I suppose, at your target.
So does this crystal degrade over time? Does it require replacement?
I have not fired it often. I've tried it out once and then put it back on the shelf. But when I received it from a curious fellow that came by, he stated that the gem lasts quite a long time, which is good because it's probably hard to find something such as this.
You know, you raise an interesting point. I'm rather curious about how you get your supplies here.
Oh, a vendor arrives. An outside vendor. One of the ones that have been approved by the Jarl to use. Magic individual.
I see. I fancy myself a bit of a salesman. Would I require direct permission from the Jarl to set up shop in town here?
Yes, if you're looking to set up a shop, you would go to the mead hall when the Jarl is there, place in a request, and get your merchant's license here.
Excellent. One last thing before I leave. I noticed you have these pouches here. What
Yes.
are their properties?
Well, one of them I'm not too sure about. It was a recent arrival, so I haven't gotten much time to look it over. But the other one, apparently once owned to an individual known as Abakar. Apparently he was a rather brilliant inventor, though some would say mad. Probably more mad than brilliant. Probably dead too, I would assume. But apparently has cogs on the inside. I haven't personally been able to pull any out, but what you're supposed to be able to do is pull out a cog, throw it around, and it does something.
I see. I have a bit of experience with unusual artifacts.
Oh.
And I'd be willing to offer my services to identify your remaining stock here. All I would ask in return is that I keep one of the items I identify that you had not identified prior.
Oh, okay. I suppose it, as long as it's nothing too dangerous, I'm welcome to part with it. So yes, I would be happy to perform trades with that deal.
Thank you. And with that item I get to select, I imagine that would be one at my discretion of those items I identify for you.
Yes, sure. It sounds fair.
Are you in the middle of an
Well, then we have a deal. I
have a
extend
thought.
my hand to shake his.
There are some things in the
Are
garage.
you
that
wearing
if we open the box,
your gloves?
we can
Okay.
dump the boxes into a bag.
He shakes your hands.
Because what's inside the box
You're a
hasn't
very,
been
very
touched
pleasant
at
individual,
all.
Mister.
Yep.
Is that something
I
you would
forgot
wanna help me with,
I did
or-
not catch your name.
I'm sorry, I hadn't introduced myself. It's Valravin.
Ah, perfect. Well, it's a pleasure. Pleasure indeed. But yes, we'll go ahead and get started on that. I have a few here, and he pulls up a good display of all sorts of new inventory coming in. But we can work together to identify it.
All right. Well, I guess I start spending a considerable amount of time working to identify some of these.
Yes. So while you're doing that, there are those that head over to the farm here that we've got. Let me get this over here.
I want to try making friends with a cow.
With the cow.
It's not going to go well.
This is going to be tragic.
Moo.
Yes, it is.
I hope you succeed.
Succeed and make
then
cow
Barbara
friends.
comes in and kills it.
Oh no! You're a mean-spirited person.
Just like, yes, I succeeded. Barbara's like, all right, and this is the next cow. Boom. Easy.
So would this be a speech craft check?
Yeah, here, give me just a second here.
How many successes do you need to make friends with a cow?
That doesn't understand your language.
Many. All right, let
If
me
you
see.
have a trombone.
Yeah, trombone. There you go. That's all we need.
I mean, he could do it in the I'm in charge type of way, but I think in this case he's just too gentle.
Moo. That's the I'm in charge move. Okay, let me do this here. Da, 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 da. Where did it go? So, as you guys approach, you see fire at the place you're heading towards. You hear screams coming from that direction as one of the villagers runs up to you, clothes torn, very bloodied up. You there? Would you be of assistance? The farm, it's been attacked.
I pull out my rifle. I guess. Nope.
I guess.
My sword. We're charging.
Oh, perfect.
It's like, nope, I'm not gonna help you. I'm here to kill some cows.
Let me kill the cows, then we'll be on our way. Thank you.
We got a job to do.
How long have we been wandering around trying to read the map and what? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna cast See the Fate Strings again.
Already?
I mean, it does matter, but I bet it's been more than 10 minutes.
It's been more than 10 minutes.
Has it?
Yes,
Sure.
probably.
Can I see any of the guys that are attacking the place?
You can see the fire. And as you guys grow a little bit closer, this is what you come across.
We're going to kill all the cows before you get a chance.
Boy.
Those are.
Am I the green guy?
Yeah.
I was like, what are these?
Those were the random tokens I had on Roll20 to use for you guys for now. So
Perfect.
I did my best.
I think we might be a little large.
Speaking, no, you're fine. This is appropriate size based on the map.
Yep. Beak.
So save. Let me do this. Sorry.
I think we are a little big.
I made the more to scale with the buildings and the other monsters. Because you guys are above large, so large usually has 2 squares. So I made you guys 3 squares in scale to this.
How big is large? I thought they were large.
Large is a 2x2.
Yeah.
But then I gave you an extra square of size just because of the scale that I have.
Okay. So do we get roll initiative?
Yes. But as I say, as you guys arrive, you see several of these half undead, half ice monsters that are now attacking this place. You see several slain villagers laying on the ground, and one that is slowly approaching 2 cows.
The end of the world's coming.
The end of the world.
Oh.
Such a bad roll.
I'm just kidding. That's not gonna happen.
Okay, give me
I got
just
a
a
6.
second here. Item. So we've got Caspar.
How big is the fence?
It's like 3 feet. 3 or 4 feet.
Because I'm gonna go save the cows.
Cows, save them.
Save the gods.
I have to read this ability. Make sure I'm gonna be using it right.
Yeah, I have to also know how to play this. Yes.
Oh yeah. Hey, it'll be perfect time. We can explain combat to all of our listeners, which is always
Oh,
helpful.
you pick them after. I wrote this.
Hey, now you're sounding like me. Oh, that's how that rule works.
Oh.
Okay, so initiatives. Let's see here. So, Caspar is 6. Looks like.
Hopefully, this will be the most productive trip to a farm ever.
So Caspar is hopefully. We'll see. Caspar is 6. And Noble, what is yours? Did you roll?
Yeah, I rolled a 6, so.
A 6 as well? Okay. And Brute, is yours the 9 or the 7? The 7?
7. That 9 was my attempt to be friends with cows.
Oh.
One success. But no.
But I didn't actually get a chance to do it, so
Oh, okay.
accidentally hit enter.
You run by.
Be friends.
Oh, of course. That's how my rolls always go. So I'll be going last.
Holy crap! I'm going first with a
What?
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before this combat begins, we have been
Did we
streaming.
already add our?
We've been
I'm sorry,
streaming
was I
for an
supposed to add my
hour.
finesse right now?
No, if you just hit the dice, it automatically adds it. So, oh, you didn't hit the. Yeah. If you hit the initiative on the character sheet, it automatically includes your finesse. The one directly to the right of that adds any bonus points you get to your finesse. Yeah.
I rolled by hand, but.
Oh, don't need all
Why
the plus
did it do
5s.
that?
Do you have a plus 5 next to it in your sheet?
I don't know.
Let me see. You do. So you
Oh,
don't
I
need that.
get it.
There you go. Fixed.
Got it.
But we'll just do the 5 and the 5, so you
Okay.
got a 10. But before we begin this combat, we have been streaming for an hour and 46 minutes, so we will take a quick break, and get restocked, whatever you want to get. Come back, and then we'll start the combat. Sound good? Sound
This will
good?
be wild.
Perfect. All right, so everybody, we'll be right back. It'll be like a 10-minute break. We'll go ahead and get started, so don't miss the combat. And we'll be right back. And we're back. After a quick 10 minutes of refreshing our teas, our waters, all that good stuff. we are back to get into some combat. So this will
already
be.
ate my daughter.
I need to make this a little wider. There we go. Now we can see it. All right. So, as you approach this scene, these hideous undead ice creatures are now in front of you. And it is going to be Brute's turn.
What did you just call me?
I called you a hideous undead ice creature.
So I don't know if you can see my thing.
I
Trevor,
can.
Do they look like Ettins?
But this
They
is,
do not
this
look like
is-
Ettins. These ones are much smaller than you guys. They look more humanoid size. They have like one side of them is like this icy claw that's kind of held together by like these broken bones, almost just like frozen in the ice. The other half is this like wrinkled, cold, dark flesh that's hanging off their other right side as they're holding on to these axes, slumping around all over the place.
Frankly, I think they're a lot bigger than me.
They're terrifying. Yeah, they're way bigger than you. They got like a good 5 feet on you.
They got 5 feet. Huh?
So, we'll begin combat with Brute.
So I kind of want to. This is the path I kind of want to take.
Okay, seems good.
Is that okay?
Mhm.
Jump charge it. So I
Yep.
have the. Do I
Oh
have
yeah,
the-
I know what you're doing. I played that.
You played that class.
Yeah.
I just never had, anything.
Yeah. And so
Field
I'll
base.
jump charge him, and then I'll attack with my chain saber.
You
So
could fit maybe 2 Ettins in that pen right there.
You can fit 2 Ettins in this car. In this bad boy.
so that is 11d6.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Wait, no. Is it 11d6?
I don't know. What is your power?
My power is 8.
Okay, and then you would add +2 bonus dice normally.
Yes, it's 12d6.
Ooh, look at you being
Because
all
you
fancy.
get two because it's attack, right?
Yes, that you do. Look at all those beautiful dice. Oh my
That's-
gosh, what is that roll?
That's 2. And what skill, or what's your level?
So
skill?
many 4s and 3s, man.
That's it's 6. My skill, I have 6 skill points in this.
Okay.
So you get to add 2, so you can make it a 4 successes.
4 successes.
Okay.
That's
How'd you roll that many? Like that? Oh my gosh.
Wait, no, wait. This actually this helps. This is a good thing
Oh.
because I have something. I
Oh.
have.
He's prepared. He's got a thing.
Chivalrous Strike.
Oh. What does that do?
When you roll 3 of a kind of 3 3s or 3 4s.
Oh,
on a
hey.
successful attack, I got both of those, but I think it only counts once. You perform a Chivalrous Strike. Your Chivalrous Strike grants you 1 battle charge point and recharges your rocket-powered abilities.
I think the entire time I had that, I don't think I ever got
This is the first time I've seen it.
it. Granted, I think I forgot about it most of the time. I don't think I ever got it.
It doesn't happen.
Because I rolled really well when I was attacking.
So that's a success, right?
Yeah.
So that's roll.
I can't believe. First try. We got the
1d6
chivalrous strike.
Plus 11, I think.
Mm-hmm.
For chain saber. 14 damage.
14 damage.
Oh, but since it's a jump strike, I get something else, don't I?
Yeah, I think you can pin them or something like that.
If they fail. Oh, I think I just ended at them though, so it doesn't. help
You
much.
ended at them.
Depends
So
on depends on how big they are.
yeah, if you charge with them, you pretty much just run over them.
Yeah. It's something I feel like if you
And you said you did 14 damage?
Yep. And then I'm just gonna yell loud.
Rah!
So that's my turn.
Okay, perfect. Wait, is that right? I did not do that math right. Ah, my math. Why is it so bad? 14. So. Okay, so it's whoever of the two of you wants to go first. Noble and Gaspar.
Do you do ranged weaponry?
Yes, I do. That's all I. You think
You
I'm
should
gonna
go
build
first.
You think I'm gonna do a character that's in your pocket that only does melee?
Yeah!
I've seen weirder things.
You just have a long pole. You
It's
just stick at it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
She's seen weirder things from me.
All right, I'm going to reach over into the pocket again, and probably, honestly, it's probably sticking up above my head, and grab my sniper rifle.
Watch where your foot is. Don't press. Right. Careful.
No,
Gun
I think
safety,
it's
everyone.
easily bigger than I am. Like, change my rifle.
I have a question
Yes.
that is not yet relevant.
Oh,
However,
perfect. I love unrelevant
because,
questions.
I mean, it's kind of relevant. I wear synthetic heavy armor. I assume that's where the pocket is. Does that mean that if Adam gets targeted by somebody, then they have to go through my armor and his
Ah.
armor?
I would think he's on the outside of your armor.
Yeah, I should probably just get an Adam augment.
Yeah, I'd say once you get an Adam augment, we'll be good to go. But
All
I
right.
will
We'll do
give. I'll subtract a
That
little
doesn't
bit of
make any
damage
sense.
from him. While he's sitting in your armor pocket.
Well, I mean, that's a roll.
Do you have a sonic shield, Noble?
I have a shield that has no stats right now. It's called a Godling's Round Shield. I don't
Wonder
know
what that
what
does.
it does. I don't know.
You
Yes,
should yell
I'm
at
gonna.
the creator.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
it's
gonna
not me
mute
for
myself
once.
so that I can yell at you.
2 successes to hit, I guess, that guy.
2 successes. 2 successes does not hit him. He dodges out of the way of the bullet as you.
Oh, yeah, I should have aimed. What am I doing?
If you would like to, since you're just now remembering
Yes.
it, I'm happy to let you go back and aim.
I'm not going to use any of my
For
movement.
future
Wait,
things, try to remember aim.
Yes.
It's not like you're ever gonna move. You're in a
I'm
pocket.
never going to move. I don't this is the first time I've ever even had to aim because either my character doesn't do combat
or it's
or
melee.
he just runs in and hits people.
It's weird. We're all learning new things.
We're all
What?
being different this time.
So aim is just using all of your movement and an extra action
Mm-hmm.
to gain what benefit again?
An auto hit die, I believe, on attacks.
Is it an auto hit?
Yeah, something like that.
Sounds right.
You know
So
what?
that would
I
take it
actually have the rules. Let me see.
All right.
Here.
If it adds an auto hit, then it's 3. If it adds a pip, then it's 3.
Aiming. Sacrifice your movement and 1 extra action to gain +1 auto hit die on attacks with that weapon.
Then yeah, be 3.
And that hits.
Hey,
Which one are you hitting?
the closest one.
That one.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit it, and it's gonna do. And then you add your for me finesse, right?
Yes.
Damage.
You would add your finesse to the damage of the weapon.
Oh, come on. Oh, sorry.
No worries.
10 damage.
10 damage.
10.
not bad.
You see this giant
That,
gun just sticking out of your pocket.
That looks very strange, but just nobody sees him. It's just all of a sudden this. Whoop, she's got a pocket.
Like normally you have like a little antenna here. Turns out it's not an antenna, it's a gun.
Little did they know, hidden in plain sight.
I am so glad I didn't have to buy that hidden gun item.
Yeah. Me too.
All right. So as you hit him, you knock off
PC.
a piece of ice that was on his person as well. So next one is going to be Noble.
We're gonna run at that closest thing.
Okay. Where it is moving right at it.
Oh yes, yeah.
Sorry, I forgot you can move
We're
your
fine.
token.
We're good. That looks good to me. And hit it with the sonic rapier.
I'm going to put him right here on your pocket.
Here we go.
Right there.
That does damage.
Don't you have to roll to hit first?
Yes, I don't. It's like, this is why I wasn't gonna use roll 20.
You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm okay. I trust all of you
No,
to give
I'll
me the
figure it
proper
out.
dice.
I'll
name
just
totals.
Figure it out.
Or Noble. Backslash. Roll.
D6, just put the number you want.
Yeah.
I mean, frankly, I'm using dice because that's the type.
1 second. Are these beasts? 'Cause
These are not beasts. No,
And boy, these dice rolls.
these
so
are
they-
they are undead humanoid.
Okay, I don't have battle for them. So 6.
Sorry. Oh, 111436.
That's not a critical fail.
That it is not. Thankfully.
Do you have
Did not stab myself. No, I don't think I have any. Just a second.
Do you have
Skill
anything
points?
invested into weapons mastery?
Oh, I do actually. I have 2.
2 points. So
3. I forgot the extra one
roll
we got at the
roll with an
beginning.
additional. Wait, what's your? Are you talking with power or finesse?
Finesse.
Okay, what's your finesse?
Oh, it's 5.
So then you would be rolling with 8 dice. So roll 2 more. So you get +2 dice whenever you make an attack. And then since you have 2 points invested into weapons mastery, that gives you an additional 3rd die. Of course, 3s and 4s.
But I can make one of those 4s into 5
All right.
because I have 3 points on it.
So as you slash down onto this creature, just because of the sluggish movement, it just narrowly misses your blade as it swings down.
I'm gonna yell at it.
Ah! Brute and Sana,
We're just yelling.
make intimidation checks for me, please. Not group checks, just an intimidation check.
Do Edens get a bonus to that? I feel like I should know.
I would say since you guys are these are
Just gonna
these
double
are
check.
these are undead unless they get a bonus. Which
And
I
they
mean,
don't
it sounds like they would get a bonus because they're giant Ettins, but
Yeah, they should.
Oh, I have something for undead. By the
Yeah,
way.
you got the battle undead.
Yeah. But that's like an analysis check, so it doesn't really do that.
Oh,
I can find weak points and whatnot. So that is
oh
three
man.
suc-
Okay, I know what I'm doing
3
next turn.
successes.
Forgot.
4
Not hard.
successes.
4 successes.
We'll figure these guys out.
Did you roll your intimidation yet?
No, I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
It's power. What's my
Yep.
power? It's
Probably better than the other option, which is charisma or charm.
Charm.
yeah, that's not great.
Oh, that's not bad. Wow. Well, you could roll on your intimidation checks.
Good.
Uh, So as both of you roar almost simultaneously at these creatures, you do see them backing away a little bit from fear. So I'm gonna have you guys make a reactionary strike for me on your targets. If you would like to use a reactionary strike action. But...
Oh, totally.
Oh my
That's a crit!
goodness! That's better than your first one.
Just a little bit.
And it was
So-
almost a critical failure, but still managed to just avoid that too.
Is that just a regular attack?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, for the viewers and listeners, if you get 5 or more natural successes, that is a crit.
And a natural success is a 5 or a 6. Both of them count. And the same also goes for a failure. So if you get 5 1s or 2s on your roll, it's a critical failure. Now, critical failures and critical successes do not mean that you automatically succeed, but they definitely help.
So I get to
Do
roll.
I also technically get an attack?
Yeah. You're in the pocket. Yeah, she scared them. Boom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if you would like to use your
Alright,
reactionary
so
strike to do so, you're welcome to do so.
4 plus 2. I only have 1. So I should be only rolling with 6 dice. Here we go. We got a 6. We got a 5. We got a 6. We got a 2 and a 1 and a 1.
Okay, well, you didn't critically fail. You hit, though.
3s. All right.
Okay, so...
Did I hit?
Yes, all of you hit.
2 successes.
Plus.
Sorry, I'm doing a lot of rolling here.
You're fine. So, yes. So for
God
brute,
dang it.
for
So
brute,
much
I need
damage.
a damage roll with an additional d6, another d6 roll for the critical chart, and then tell me what the result is for that one.
So I did 13 damage. I
Okay.
rolled 2 1s. And then wait, no. I think I might be doing my math wrong there. Sorry, it's 10 damage.
10 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what did you get on your critical?
He has a minor injury. He does half damage.
Half damage. All right.
That uses our reaction to take an attack. Huh?
Yes, to make an attack, it
That's
does
fine.
indeed.
I'll still do it.
Where, what? I forgot how to do that. Is it? Okay, so what did you say he got for his negative?
Half damage.
Half damage on his next attack. Okay. There was a way to add numbered tokens onto characters. Oh, I remember. There we go. I remembered. So we're gonna do for half damage.
And it was 13. I forgot that this weapon has a +3 to damage.
So it was 13. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. -3. Okay, and then Noble, what did you end up hitting damage-wise?
Whatever, with 2. So
2 plus your power?
power.
Yep.
Or
Or finesse, sorry.
one.
Whichever one you
Give it
attack with.
7.
7? 7, 8, 9, so -9. And Adam, what did you roll?
Be 11.
11.
Yeah.
No, I added the 2 to 5. It's a 7. Never mind. I'm sure it's fine.
What?
All
Was
right.
the 9 for me? I did
Uh,
7 damage.
you did 7? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Perfect. So I got all that tracked. So now the drawer are gonna attack you guys. So this one that's directly in front of you, he's going to attempt to slash down at you with his runic axe that he has in hand. So, what was their power again?
That's a lot of dice.
That's a bad roll, though.
That's a really bad roll. Yeah, he misses.
I think, Trevor, there's a way you can do a GM roll.
It's okay. I only ever really do GM rolls if it if I'm concerned about the roll and want it to be a secret roll. But
Yeah.
for the most
so
part,
if you type GM or /
Yep.
GM roll, it does.
perfect.
Is your +1 as a +6 success? Is that what that was
No, I'm putting a 1. Whenever I add a +1, that means he's got an auto fail die to hit. When I put a +6, he's got an auto hit
for?
die.
Oh, okay, sure. That works.
Yeah, just so I can keep track, because then you can add multiple +1s to it or multiple +6s, and it'll show you all of them there. So that's always nice. Anyway, so that one misses. This one up here is going to turn and attack Brute with his runic axe. What's your armor?
Heavy.
Heavy? Okay, so he'll use Weapons Mastery to turn that 4 to a 5 to hit you.
Well, that's just not nice.
Yeah. How dare he hit you back?
Oh, that was almost a 5, dang it. 5 damage altogether on you.
Well, no, because it's halved.
Oh, so rounded up is 3 damage on you,
But then I have the Sonic Shield.
which reduces it by your vitality, so no damage on you.
Yeah.
Isn't it fun?
Isn't
it fun?
Yeah.
It's pretty fun just to be like,
1,
vitality's a
2,
pretty good ability.
3, 4, 5. So he's gonna move here. Turn
No, that's
towards
all
you.
I did is chunk it.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Reduce.
5. I'm gonna go here. All right, so this one's gonna make a quick attack against you, Barbara. 1, 2, 3. He'll use Weapons Mastery on this guy to make that a 4 to hit. So 6 damage, unless you have anything that reduces it.
The shield that I have doesn't do anything, so.
We'll figure out what that does eventually.
Eventually.
So we'll subtract 6 from your current health.
I blame the creator.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's not me this time. It's getting blamed for everything.
To be fair, usually you come up with something on the spot.
I mean,
Which is
yeah, that's.
also
Oh,
usually
that
pretty
actually
awesome.
hits you. Nice. See if you can do
That's
any
almost
damage.
a crit too.
That is. And he's going to use. So you see, as he's about to perform this axe attack, you see his axe glows a bright red on the runes built into the actual blade. So he's going to get a bonus damage to it.
How does dodging work?
So you can attempt to repel an attack by using a reaction.
Dodge is for
range
attacks against you.
Oh.
So he'll do 12 damage, subtracted by.
Is it?
By
I
what?
think it's using your reaction, which you already did.
Which.
Mm-hmm. So
Right.
do you have anything to block this one, Brute?
No.
Oh, I have 3 of my shield left.
What?
My Sonic Shield has 3 charges left. Or does that not count?
So, like the shield you're holding,
Yeah.
does that one use charges? I thought it just
Well,
blocked
Oh,
automatically.
so well, blocks your vitality. But
Oh,
if
yeah.
if your vitality, if it's not all used, does it carry over into the next attack?
It
Or-
does, yeah. If your vitality did not reduce at all, or if the shield didn't reduce at all, then yeah, it would go into the next one.
So it goes. So -9.
-9. So,
Is that what I'm getting right?
Yep. And you feel a slight sting from this axe hitting you. So go ahead and make a muscle check for me.
Oh yeah. Is this a contested check?
It would be a contested check against his attack from earlier. Yes.
So I get, because of Vortress, I get an extra dice and an extra pip.
Oh, look at you being all fancy.
So roll
Yeah.
96.
Oh, you critically succeed the. So you just kind of like you know what, that was a critical. So where the axe dug into your armor, you see this glowing red that backfires on the guy from that critical, exploding out from your armor on him. So
I'm happy with that roll.
it's a pretty good one. All right, so that's all the drawer. We're gonna go back to Breet.
So
Did any of you guys tell Faust this was going on? Faust?
I am not that smart.
That's
I
fine.
should've,
I'm sure this
but-
will find its way to me.
Yeah, you're doing great right now. By the way, Brandon.
Oh yeah,
you're getting
Oh,
all
I'm-
sorts of things identified.
killing it.
So question for Trevor.
I might
On
have an
Rocket
answer.
String, Rocket Swing,
Yes.
my level 2 ability, it says large adversaries and above are unaffected.
Mm-hmm.
However, does that change since I'm technically a large creature myself?
Yeah. We'll say it does because you are a large creature.
Okay. In that case,
These creatures are not large, by the way. These creatures are medium-sized, so they
Oh,
look a
well.
little big, but I just trying to get the scale right.
roll. So I'm gonna do
That's why
that.
you're huge.
Double do a melee. Oh no, I can't target 2 people with this.
Mm.
That's annoying. Never mind.
What would you like to do then?
I'm just gonna attack.
Okay.
So
It's 1, 2, 3?
that's 3. Well, plus my bonuses, so that's 4 successes.
4
5
successes? Okay,
5
that does hit.
successes.
5 successes, that hits.
So roll d6 plus 16 damage.
Ooh, nice. Some good damage.
You get also weapon.
The one that was it the one you already hit, or was it the one? To
Yeah, the one
left?
I already hit.
Okay, I figured. He does look pretty worse for the wear now. This undead creature. So looks like you're doing something to him. Do you have anything else you would like to do?
No.
Okay, then we're gonna go to Sana and Kaspar. Whichever one of you would like to go first.
Oh.
Trying to remember. Do you get
I'll go then. So this is yet another failing on behalf of my creator here.
Which one?
Thanks. Oh, which
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Which
On
one?
behalf
Okay, good.
of mine, not which of
I
my
was like,
friends.
is it my book
I get
or
it.
is?
No, it's for the opportune weapon.
Oh.
So I want to use one of these guys to hit the other guy,
Okay.
but it's not entirely clear how much damage they would do
Yeah,
or anything like
we'll
that.
we'll estimate it
So-
based on your roll.
Sounds good. So I would like to pick up this guy here on my left.
Okay.
That's a contested power check.
Perfect. Yes, viewers, Ettins are, in this new expansion, able to pick up people that are standing next to them and just use them as weapons. It's
Do not have to use
perfect.
me as a weapon.
You gotta do it.
I don't think you would hurt anyone. You're so small.
It basically just get punched.
5, 6. You have weapons
Can't roll.
mastery, right?
I do.
Okay. You can add a pip to that 4 to get what you need to hit.
Sweet.
So with this attack, that other one missing entirely probably made you a little bit mad there. And you just, this guy's trying, like, he's trying. Oh wait, this isn't the attack. This is for the contested check, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You right. And it's just pure power, right?
Yes, it's just.
I didn't.
And you get an extra dice on contested checks, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I only rolled the 2, I believe. And so you are the attacker. So we tie, which means we get a reroll again. So for those listening, whenever a contested check ties, the 2 opposing parties reroll, unless it is repelling. That's the only one time that it matters. So I got 3, you got 4. So you reach down to this guy the very first time. He manages to slip out of your hand, and he leaves like this slime, like icy slime
Ew.
almost on your hand. And then right as he's ducking out of the way, you grab his leg, pull him up, holding him like this, and then try to make the attack. So go ahead and make a weapons mastery attack with him.
I think with this one I get 9 because I have 3. Where's the?
Probably.
Which one do you get an extra dice in?
For which one? For it's if you have 2 points invested, you get
skill
an
points.
extra dice. Yeah, 3 skill points gives you a reroll on your attacks.
Got it.
Oh, this is good.
Oh, nice! You critically
crit.
hit there. So you critically hit with the guy as a weapon.
I should just be doing this.
Yeah. So yeah, this is great.
And there's also an auto hit on that I forgot
Yeah.
to do.
So go ahead and roll. Let's say the guy's body, especially since it's a critical hit. Go ahead and roll 4d6, 3d6 for the guy, 1d6 for the additional damage. 15, and then add your power to that, or whatever you use to attack. Sorry.
I think it has to be power.
Yeah.
Nothing else makes sense. So it's 5.
So 5, so 20 damage. And now go ahead and roll an additional d6.
Oh yeah, crit.
Yep.
Oh, I took the godling thing that you highlighted in green to see how bad
Oh!
it
Oh!
is. So I don't roll.
I like that
Yeah.
one.
This is
That's
bad.
the one that I'm like, oh, this is going to be
This
terrifying.
is gonna be bad.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be nerfed, but it'll be fun while it lasts.
Ruinath is my prime patron, therefore all crits I don't roll. They're just a 6.
So, in your just rage of this guy dodging out of one of your
I
attacks,
missed one.
getting slime on your hands, trying to dodge out of that other one, you pick up the one to your left. He's like moaning in this annoying Draugr tongue that sounds like he's slandering you. You hit him on the other guy so hard that both of them shatter,
Yikes, bro.
falling over dead into little bitty pieces. Ooh.
That's good, because I just realized something that might be a flaw in our plan. I have a heavy weapon, and when we are in melee combat, I get 2 auto misses and no auto successes because I have a heavy weapon. So you always running into melee combat doesn't work very well for me. That's okay. We're not gonna fix that.
Hey, technically, since she's normally a 2x2, we just stand in the back. You're one
If you
square
get
away
up
from
on
him,
the
so like,
next one,
I would
That's at least
have
6
to.
feet.
it might require a balance check to stay on, but man, you just
How high-
annihilated those two.
We'll
How
just
high
get
is
him
your
a carabiner.
pocket? How high is the pocket?
That's great.
Is it
You know-
square away from adversaries?
It's close to my shoulder, probably, so that you can like get up onto something.
Well,
Yeah.
the two remaining Jar are going to attempt to do something.
Wow, I don't even get to go.
Oh, you're right. You didn't even go. Okay, go.
No. Barbara just
Sorry.
murders everything.
Sorry,
It's
she
like,
just murdered
all right.
everything. Go ahead and make your attack.
Yeah, I try to attack, I guess, the one that's closer.
I for-
After I
Uh.
aim, because that's good to remember.
Oh, what a great crit. Just instant kill.
3
It's beautiful.
successes and 3 ones.
And 3 successes, 3 ones?
3 successes, 3 ones.
Okay, well that hits the drawer if you're attempting to hit one of them.
Yep.
Also, while you're rolling for that, for those that were listening, the reason Sana over
6
here
damage.
6 damage. Wow.
Roll 2 ones.
The reason Sana over here just instantly obliterated things.
Because that ability needs to be fixed.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually. I mean, it's not too bad. It's only 1 combat. We'll see how
true,
it
we'll
goes
see.
as
Don't
the
worry.
game goes on.
Later on, when things don't immediately die to 6s, it'll be, more balanced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because these are just average level enemies. Wait till I throw a premium level boss at you guys.
Wait, well, you still take double damage.
Take that double damage. I think it
Ranged enemies.
it does something else, but anyway,
Oh, does it?
that
Is
the
something
reason
else
she did that is because she has an ability so far on the godlings that instead of
testing.
rolling for crits, this whole campaign's a test and a fun one, but the reason she does that is because it lets her, instead of rolling on the critical chart, which you do when you get 5 natural successes on an attack, instead of rolling on it, she automatically gets a 6. A 6 instantly kills average level enemies, or it does a percentile damage, I think, as well, for PCs or stronger adversaries, things like Strong Plus. So that was why she instantly murdered 2 individuals, just turned them into dust. Anyway, so how much damage did you say you did, Caspar? You said 6?
Yeah.
I'm assuming to the one directly to the left
The left.
of Brute,
Yep. That's right.
because you probably can't see the other one.
Yeah. I just like to shoot things closer.
All right, perfect. Well, those are your turns. The drawers are going to attempt to attack. This one, just hearing the friends behind him getting absolutely shattered into pieces, he looks around for a second and he's going to attempt to run.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. So he gets attacked.
No survivors.
No survivors.
Somebody nice.
That's a crit.
Yeah.
Yep. That it is.
So that is roll. So
I would expect no less.
2d6. plus 11. 20 damage. And I'll roll a d6. 3. So that is major damage.
Mm.
So, oops. Wrong thing there. 3. Wow.
I think it makes his movement slower, doesn't it?
No, -2 bonus dice on range attacks.
On ranged attacks, okay.
I really wanted to run, but then don't do that. That may not matter in a second.
It may not.
I'm gonna do something awesome, assuming I can kill this guy.
Okay. Is there a crippled? Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. Is this other guy gonna attack me?
Oh yeah, you're right. Thank you. Since you reminded me, because I would have totally forgotten that. You can gain. This is a new system I'm implementing, by the way, so all sorts of testing. Since you reminded me, go ahead and notate down that you have an auto hit die that you can add on an attack or a check of your choice. An attack, check, or damage. Sorry, of your choice.
It's probably gonna be damage because
Makes sense. Get that nice 6 in there. So yes, he will attempt to make an attack on you. Where 7d6 plus 1. 1, 2, 3. He'll use his weapons mastery to turn that to a 5. And he will also do the same attack, where he will light his runes to see if they're once per combat ability. So they'll do 8 damage, which I'm assuming gets reduced by a bunch of stuff.
it is. Yeah, it gets down to 2.
Okay, so 2 damage altogether. And then make a muscle check.
Yeah, wrong guys to go up against me.
One, 2, 3. That does hit.
Ooh. Yeah, and I have to bump that one of those 2s to a 3 to avoid a critical fail.
You only
Wait,
take
no.
you take no damage, by the way. I forgot that guy had half damage.
Oh.
So you take no damage.
How
Sorry.
long is the half damage? Just for the next instance?
I think it was the next attack, but this is the first time I attacked him with it, so. Okay, so that hits. What's your damage looking like?
Oh no, that was my contested skill check.
Oh, that was for the muscle. You right. So let me roll. Versus, what was his attack? His attack was 4, right? That I made with that one. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it does affect you.
Well, no, because I miscounted. I have 5 successes because I have virtuous.
Oh, look at that. And it does nothing to you then.
Yeah.
Perfect. It is your turn, Brute.
Yes. So while
You
I'm
big
putting
old
this
brute.
in, I have a question about it's a few ones. That's kind of disturbing. So that's a critical fail success.
That's a critical fail, critical
There's
success.
that is
or critical
there's
fail
absolutely
success.
Nothing I can do about that.
Nope.
Because all of those are ones.
I mean, you can spend the determination to reroll that.
You could reroll.
I am going to reroll that. So
I'm assuming your weapons mastery is high enough to do it.
Yeah, it is. I have 6. So it's 2 1s, right?
Yeah.
And 1 6 on 3 less dice.
Yep.
So 9.
So you can do like roll 9 dice plus 1 plus 1 plus 6. That way you can just tell. Or you can just roll it and we'll remember.
Still a crit fail.
6, 6,
No,
6,
because I have
6.
points. I can bump those twos.
Yeah,
But
you
the
still
two
have.
But you still got those two from previously.
You just rolled. Except now you have a critical success to counter the critical miss.
No, you got this thing called determination.
Good.
Spend it all
No,
right now.
there's literally nothing. No, this is meant to be the dice demons are telling me. So do I still roll on the crit table?
Yeah, go ahead and roll on the crit table and give me your damage.
So I 2d6 plus 11 is my normal damage.
All right.
So 19.
Okay.
Is he still alive?
You did just enough to kill him.
Okay.
But as he was killing you, or as you just shattered him into pieces, that thing he hit you with a little bit ago, the flame thing. So it bursts, and you feel your blood begin to boil in your left arm, and you take what would that be?
A number.
You take 26 damage from that.
Ouch.
Due to your critical fail and critical hit. Hey, but you killed him.
Oof.
Okay, so I have a question about cooldown.
Yeah.
When does it start and when does it end?
So cooldown is from the moment you use it, it's 1 round. So at the start of your turn, it becomes 1 round. So if you have a spell that's cooldown 2 rounds, then you would go 1 round. And when the second round comes about, you can use it again.
Okay, so in that case, I'm going to jump charge.
The guy running away.
Yeah. So I get to move. How far can I move here? So 14 feet. So 14 squares.
Mm-hmm.
So that is.
I should probably edit this map to be a little less where it has white and more where it has black, so you can see the lines. This looks a little better.
I go here. I take him along with me.
Okay.
And I do.
You're coming with me, buddy.
Oh yeah, he has to do a contested muscle check. Which
contested muscle check
is me. So
this is me.
Is it muscle check or power check?
I believe it's muscle, but you can check.
It is muscle.
Okay.
So I don't get virtuous on this.
No. All right. So you said a muscle check? Okay, so that would be roll.
Oh, that's not great. Well, it's not terrible. And I think I'm going to burn a determination and increase that 4 to 5.
Oh! Ooh!
Didn't
even need to, but you said you were. So.
I did.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, he's dragged with you.
So
There's no avoiding that.
Because we're level 5, so it goes up by 1.
Mm-hmm.
So he takes 3d6 plus vitality plus power.
Oh.
So roll.
He's going to get crushed by a giant.
Plus 8 plus 6.
I thought I killed this guy. Stop it.
26 damage.
All right.
And as I'm doing this, I yell, "Don't hurt the cows!"
Leave Percy alone. Oh gosh. You squished him pretty well. Yeah, you squished him pretty well, but he's still standing somehow. He's kind of hopping around because you broke his icicle leg, but
he's carrying it around.
Yeah, he's carrying it around. I'll hit you with it. All right. It's you two. Sana and
All right.
Kaspar. I know your name isn't that pronounced,
You're
but
gonna-
I like it.
You're gonna keep saying it that way.
I'm gonna keep saying it that way because it just sounds fun. Gaspar. Or
You're gonna
Casper.
aim. That's 4 successes.
Ooh. It's not bad. That hits.
So I'm assuming that hits.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anything other than 2 1s for the damage? Let's go. Ooh, that's 9 plus 4 is 13.
Ooh.
13 damage.
So that is what happened.
Wait.
It's 13.
Oh, yeah, no, we're good. We're good.
We're good? We good? Okay.
Yep.
So right after he gets charged and almost completely run over by Brute, you manage to shoot the perfect shot right as it's getting pulled along with Brute, right in the head, killing the last drower in this place. And with that, the combat is finished. Oh, just 2 guys got shattered instantaneously. I love it. For
So what?
the viewers that will watch eventually, I get a lot of enjoyment when my enemies die. I don't know why.
When your enemies die?
Yeah, my enemies, the ones that I make to fight you guys, I like when those ones die.
I wish death on all of my enemies.
What level were these guys?
These guys were equivalent, like level each,
Like
or just like
average?
average level. They would be average level of, well, I guess equal to players. It would be like 3.
No, I mean like if they're second. I might be using.
Oh, for your
yeah,
Valkyrie
for the
thing.
Valkyrie thing.
You know, I should probably bring that up. Give me just a second here. I
should've
read all
done-
this too, and I just completely forget stuff. So
I should have done Field of War, which would have doubled my my vitality damage.
mm-hmm. Look at these. Okay, so
And then they would have
Oh,
taken
well.
another 3d6 fire plus 5 fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
Easy, average, strong, challenging, overwhelming.
So these would be average. So what would that be? Would that be level 1 on yours?
No, they're average.
So sorry, I forget how the Valkyrie
So
works.
that means no. I just have to keep track of that for. In level 10, you start using that. Like you get extra.
Oh, that's what you. Okay,
things depending
I'll
on
I'll
that.
send
So
you.
right now I don't need that. The level
Okay.
is based on how many
Okay.
times I call them.
Okay, perfect. That sounds good.
So they're all level 1 right now.
Okay, perfect.
obviously.
I will send you. I made an NPC sheet for these ones because thinking, oh yeah, she'll probably kill these. I just didn't think you were going to kill them in such a glorious fashion, but I'll send you the NPC sheet later so you can keep track of them.
Okay.
I'm looking around,
Mm-hmm.
and it's at this point that I go, oh, and I activate the comm link.
On the other end, Faust, you just hear screaming from the. Ah! We did it!
Have
Boss.
you gotten yourself into a bit of trouble?
The farm and the cows were attacked.
I see. Is the situation solved?
Yes.
Then I don't see the problem here.
Okay.
Excellent work.
Seems good. So Faust, as all this was going on, you've been spending some time. You've been getting quite a few of these items identified. So a few of them seem very interesting. So let me bring up the ones that I had for you. So one of them that he had not identified yet, you've come to realize is called the Flute of the Dreamer. This specific flute is an instrument, and when you play it, a very soothing and calm melody causes all who hear it to have lovely, sweet dreams. During their next rest of at least 1 hour, they heal 10 extra HP and wake up fully refreshed and reinvigorated.
All right.
One of the other ones that you were able to identify was called the Trickster's Die. These are dice used by, well, from what you've heard, they're used by cheaters and charlatans and all those good ones. After rolling this die, it's on command, you can change it to any side as if it had rolled that number. This die is only used for rolling dice inside the game and not to be used for tests. So just in game.
What? No.
I have to clarify. Beings can perform an average observation check if they see it to spot if it's a fake die. Some of the other ones you've seen, you found some stainless armor, which pretty much does exactly as the name says.
Doesn't stain.
And the very last one, which is very interesting, is a few different variable sized thin bars made of what you have come to know and explored as Elrion, which is a iron made by the Elan. When you pick them up, they instantly attune to the person that picks them up. Thankfully, you guys were using nullification gloves, so they don't attune anybody yet, because that's how you sell items. The holder will be compelled to think of a word to be used on the bars when they attune to it. When the user says that word, the bars freeze wherever it was placed.
You say there's 5 of them?
Yes, you got. There's 5 that were identified. Different varying sizes, of course. They determine their position relative to the area it occupies. So, for instance, if you're on a planet, it determines where it's at based on the planet. If you're flying in a space station, it moves with the space station, etc., etc. It stays in place until either a ship is destroyed, or where it's at is destroyed, or the person that's attuned to it says the word again, and they release.
Oh, this
And
looks like...
the very last one was just a pistol. Very fancy looking pistol, owned by an individual inscribed into the pistol's base as Derawan.
What properties does the pistol have?
The pistol itself, the pistol is a pistol that was carved from the bark of the Dewan tree. The arcane properties allow the pistol to transform standard caliber bullets into living ammo. They have a base damage of 3d6 and use the primary stat of the character's class. And this one in particular are Ameliophase sprites. So when fired, it has a 15-30 range. If it's used on an ally, it heals them for 18 HP instantly and 5 HP every round. It can only affect the same ally twice per day, the 24-hour period.
Well, I convey all this information to the owner of the shop. And
yes, all these are very interesting.
Yes, I suspect you'll be able to make a good profit on all of these different items.
Yes, and thanks to your quite helpful things per our contract, you are able to choose.
I was not merely helping out of the kindness of my heart.
Oh, of course, businessmen.
As payment, I will be selecting these items right here. And I point over at the metal rod.
Oh, very good, very good. They seem very interesting. Have fun with them.
Difficult to sell, but
Oh yes, must be.
I
Yeah.
have ideas.
Well, perfect. I hope they bring you good fortune. I appreciate your work. He also hands you an additional credit chip of 1,000 credits, saying, "Well, thank you as well for your business.
No,
This did help me."
I'm afraid I have to refuse this.
Oh.
This is not part of the agreement we
Oh.
struck.
Okay, well then, perfect. I will put that back. But enjoy your iron bars thing.
Best of luck to you here, sir.
Thank you. You too. Have a lovely rest of your day.
And I leave.
Okay.
And I head to the barracks and say, "Hey, I hear there was some sort of attack over by the farm. Has anyone been out that way to check on what happened?"
But it's an easy meal to.
Yeah,
Whoop.
I was ready.
Okay.
So what was that,
I'll go ahead and
Faust?
get that
I apologize.
going.
I was asking
And
the
then-
guards if anyone had been over toward the farm to check on what happened with the attack.
I'm just gonna do that.
Oh,
I
over
don't
the
know what he
farm.
wants.
That's 3 will do.
Ooh, what was there something wrong at the farm?
What happened to you?
I don't know.
That's what I've heard.
Oh,
Would a few
well,
of you be willing to come with
So
me
you don't
out
know
that
when?
way to
Could it be like 2 hours?
investigate what happened?
yeah,
you don't
yeah,
know.
of course.
Do you want me to make your meal and bring it to you?
Thank you.
All right,
Okay.
perfect. Well, we'll be right there. Let's go now then, since you said it's there.
Love the heat in the house.
So they start heading out with you.
All right. I continue with them.
So when you arrive, you're just coming to the end of all their fights coming over here. It looks like it's been a little bit. So you're arriving and you see the house is still slightly on fire. It looks like this area has been pretty damaged. But it looks like your friends are alive. Your acquaintances.
So, are you saying that when we arrive, all we see is the barn on fire and 2 individuals towering over the scene?
I know you see several piles of just
Okay, good.
slime and icicles pointing out, to which the guards run up and look at it and say, "How did the drow get here? What? They don't usually get this far in. How did we not notice it?" This is
Maybe it's
rather
this unseasonably warm weather.
Oh, I mean it's quite cold out. Well, either way, right. Were you two the ones that helped? He points to the 2 giants.
You missed a great fight. And slap one of them on the back.
Boom. Yes, we shall sing songs of this. I am sure much poetry will be written by the bards. Anyway, have you seen the keeper of these lands? Perhaps.
Running that way,
No,
maybe.
I completely forgot I was in this chat.
He's dead.
Maybe he's dead.
Oh,
maybe he ran that way.
Because I haven't been at my computer.
Several of the guards head over into the inside the building. A few of the other ones are pushing or pouring water over to help quell the fire.
Is there snow on the ground?
There is, yes.
Yeah.
I want to go talk to the cows.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, that's 1 success.
The cow looks to you and goes, "Moo."
I pet the cow.
It doesn't seem to fight back.
Fire parents don't.
Just keeps eating the little bits of grass that it had. Cow.
You'll excuse me, I gotta go kill these cows. I hope they have the cows. Are there any other farms around here?
No, there's this one, and it looks like roughly about, based on the tracks outside of the pin, it looks like 10 to 15 cows kind of ran away upon the arrival of these Draugr.
We should probably kill these so they don't run away and then go kill the ones.
Kill the cows so they don't run and get themselves killed.
You know what? I'm
Save a lot of trouble.
just about to
Yeah,
head out.
exactly.
So, yeah,
Or
Okay,
hire
well,
back up
you don't even
down
have to make
Alex.
attacks to
Adam
kill the
is
cow
close.
if you would like to kill the cow.
I would like to kill the cow.
Now,
Thinking
are
about
you killing the one in
But-
front of Brute that he's petting as
That's
well?
Brute's friend.
No, I'll kill the other one first.
Okay. Oh, first. There's still a chance. The other cow goes. "Roar." Okay, that one's
No, we need to
one's
go
gone.
Does the other cow
This cow looks up to you very, very lovingly, Brute, and then he hears his fellow cow, and he goes.
I was
"Roar."
Truth is sad.
No.
The the guards, as all this is going on, come out of the building and say,
Yeah.
"Right, he's going off. It looks like there was a bit of a fight. He was dragged away. I don't
What?
know. The watcher of this land, the overseer. Looks like he was taken off by
He was
something.
taken prisoner?
Oh yeah, it looks like
Alright.
it.
Forget the cow.
You kill the cow. Forget it.
Actually, I should probably deliver it. It'd be bad if it went, to waste.
Probably. Right.
Can you guys deliver this cow to the butcher shop?
I think we should be going after the guy. Make a speechcraft check.
Well, I've got my weapon here, and your weapon right here, and another of my weapons right here. Many weapons.
I have many weapons.
You can have my axe and my bow and,
And
my
your gun.
And your gun. Okay.
Yeah.
Considering you're only rolling 3. The guards look
Like
to you.
And I'm 13 feet tall.
Yeah. So the guards look to you, not wanting to anger you, and they're like, "Oh, right, we can take it back. I'm guessing to the butchery."
Yes, I think.
Okay.
Show them on the map, Casper.
This map just manifests outside your pocket.
As you see, it's right here at the bottom of the map.
Yeah.
I'll pull that back in and just tuck it into her pocket.
Goodbye. I have been. Right.
you
Right.
have
We know where the butcher's is. We'll take it over. But it does look like the watcher of this field has indeed been captured or dead. Who knows at this time?
Pretty serious.
But he is no longer
If
here.
he's dead, we'll avenge him. If he's not,
We might
may
kill him.
still- he may still die. I'm not gonna promise anything.
Yeah.
Right. Well, going out in this storm right now to the east, from whence they went, I
Can I make a tracking and hunting thing to make sure that the tracks go to the east?
that you can. Do any of you have any
My turn.
inkling of magic?
Nope.
I have. One sec.
I mean, I've knowledge of magic. I can't use magic, but
I have
I have
deep
a point
connection.
in arcanting and
Ah.
knowledge of magical things. Items.
Okay.
I have deep connection and arcane.
Okay.
I also have a cult.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
true. You do have a cult. So
run a
you know what?
cult?
With Noble, before I have you make that tracking and hunting check, you feel a strange presence coming from the inside of this building, as well as
Yeah, that
Faust.
character died.
You noticed that the particular trail that was crafted, several of the spots around this building have had what appears to be blood from a cow, written in specific runes, something you've seen before in rituals in the past.
Mm.
I'm gonna cast See the Connection instead. See the feed strings.
Okay.
Make a either an analysis or arcanting check to try to determine the purpose of the
Okay.
runes.
I would let you have either an analysis, arcanting, or you can make a contested history check. Wait, contested knowledge / recollection check is what it's called.
All right, I'll do. Hang on a second.
Mm-hmm.
What
So
is the
knowledge would just be my.
It would be
I'll
mentality,
do
or you
analysis.
could do analysis. Okay.
Regardless, I think I don't have any points in knowledge skill. So.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Looks like you got a cow friend after all, Brute.
For now.
For now, until we grow hungry.
All right, 1 success.
1 success. Well, Sana, you can see that while the threads are not directly linked to much magic around here, you do notice that in several of the areas inside, it's almost like these strands of fate are being sucked into the house itself, almost like a vortex pulling all these strands in. You even see bits of your guys' fate strands being pulled towards it and back to yourself, like it's trying to consume these strands. Faust, you see that based on the... Oh, was that only 1 success? Or did you make that a... So with 1 success, you're not entirely sure. Well, you do have a cult. So we'll say you fail, you don't get a roll for it, but since you do have a cult, you've seen these rituals before, particularly through the use of a animal's blood. They're able to summon a runic barrier that conceals their whereabouts from certain individuals. As far as this house, which may seem why the guard did not see this going on.
Did you read that Carol Baskin person since the show is there? She's got like a bunch of
There's a black hole of destiny in that house. Or something like that.
Pretty much.
That seems like trouble.
Let's go check it out.
So
Unless, no, that's stupid. It could be this is how we died before. A black hole of destiny.
A black hole of destiny killed us. I knew it. It all makes sense
Turns
now.
out we actually died in this exact spot before. And we're just back in time.
I mean, I do kind of like that explanation. That we just got shot back to a little bit before we died.
And now you're dead.
So
All right,
what
campaign's
we
over.
do
Thanks for the
Makes
test,
sense.
guys.
Is return the cows and, not do the black holes.
Let's grab a cow and toss it in there. See what happens.
You know, 1 cow left.
Perfect.
Do you overhear all of this, Brute?
What? Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm not paying attention. As Brute as well. So.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Do you go grab the cow, Sana?
Yeah.
So right as you're petting this cow, she just comes and yanks it, puts it over her shoulders, and moves towards the house.
Excuse me. I need this cow of destiny.
Cows are destiny.
Who knew?
Maybe
All
they are
along. So You get to the door. Nothing looks too odd on the inside. Do you throw the cow inside?
I don't throw it. I just kind of like.
Yeah, get in there.
I don't want it to break. Just kind of put it down and put it in there.
Go. Just push it inside.
Throw a rock at it. Go. I don't want you anymore.
Put it in there. See what its face strings do.
So as you put the
It's like having
creature,
its cow soul sucked out of it.
it looks like the cow soul is being pulled towards it and then pulled back towards the cow. But since this is a simple beast, instead of what a living creature, which is like yourself, you do see the strands are being pulled harder now. But the cow collapses as he no longer has any fate strings attached to him, consumed by the orb. Or by something in there.
Yeah, there's definitely something in there. We're not.
You're able to track while it happens, though, the strings of the cow. You're able to follow it directly back to one of the cabinets near the back of this building.
Pass that information on. There is a black hole of destiny in one of those cabinets over there.
We should stay away.
Which one?
That one specifically. The cow went in there.
The cow.
Not the cow. The cow's body is here. Its fate is over there, though.
Its fate is over there.
Its fate is in the cabinet. The cow is here.
Oh wow, he's destined to go into the cabinet. Is he going to make a lovely little leather piece? Is that his fate?
He is definitely destined to be meatloaf one day. In fact, we could probably kill it now. He'd have no idea. Doesn't appear to be conscious. But we should be careful about non-intelligent things going in there, just in case they get put in the cabinet too. You should stay outside, Brute.
I was going to make that joke.
Oh
And I think
gosh.
clearly Faust should go in there as the next step of this scientific
Endeavor.
process here.
We can always shoot it.
With Adam. We could throw Adam at it.
Go.
Well, hold on now.
I don't think that destiny is affected by bullets. Or anything else that we have. Arrows.
But what is sucking it may be.
Does anybody have a long hanger?
Why don't you just throw the cow at it? If you break the cabinet.
I can break the cabinet.
Don't go in there.
I don't have to go in.
Just leave the cow. And obviously, not
You know what? Yeah.
not okay.
Let's just go. Yeah. We can destroy the cabinet from here.
Okay. I will pull out Tiny.
Oh no! Oh no! What have you done?
Do I have to make an attack roll for this?
Oh no, just aim and fire, buddy.
I will pull out my pistol and have it set to a stun setting, just in case something stumbles out of the chaos.
Where is everybody when I shoot this?
Behind
kind of-
you,
So you
I
see him
imagine I've
pull
got my
out.
entire face.
and to the
Yeah,
side.
so you
pressed up
see
against
him-
the window.
Probably. He pulls out a weapon that looks like it was once on a vehicle. Kind of sparking a little bit.
Well, when Barbara's face is up against the window, I'm just up against the wall. Just going,
It didn't matter anyway. Okay.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. How much damage is this thing do again? 2d6 plus 8, and that includes my my whatchamacallit.
You also add your power to it.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a ton. So
It's tiny. The road pretty low there. 21 damage. So you
But
guys.
I want to point out for 12 boxes, like it's a line of death.
Oh, I wonder if any of the guards that were standing outside grabbing the cows are going to be in trouble.
Where's the house?
He's up. So the cabinet was about like right here, where this ping is. You guys are standing at the entrance, which is over here. So the angle would be that way. There might be a guard. I will roll to see.
I thought that was a barn.
Evens is there's a guard in the way. Odds, there's not a guard.
Oops.
So you guys watch as this like bolt just bursts out from this cannon. Roll your 1d6 for me as well to see what happens.
I rolled that as a 5.
Okay, so you're good.
I rolled that before I rolled my damage.
So you guys just watch this.
That would have been bad.
That would have been really bad. This camera, he's firing a camera. Now this railgun like opens up, and you see that there's guns on the inside. It goes, fires in a straight line, obliterating that side of the house, like punching a whole hole through it. That's all burnt from the railgun going through. And you see at the other end, several guards calling for panic as one of the other guards has been shot by this giant laser that burst from the house. And as you shot you hit the cabinet perfectly fine. You see a small orb floating where the cabinet was just kind of rotating in the air. And as you fire that cannon, it bends the cannon's fire back towards you guys. So magic. So I'll need everyone to make a dodge check with 2 auto hit dice for me, please.
At least you get 2 auto hit dice.
Sana, you can roll with 3 because Kaspar's in your pocket.
2 successes.
That just happened.
Oh my gosh. Oh, hey.
I need to switch over there so I can see the video. That's good.
So, as this laser comes back for you, Brute, you also get hit by the laser, taking half damage from it.
How much damage did I do originally?
It was, what, 21?
So 10?
Yeah, so 10 damage. And Sana, you saw this coming, peering through the window. So you and Kaspar managed to dodge out of the way of it. Right as it's firing back, like it goes right past your armor. Now, Faust.
That thing is awesome.
Faust, you also got a little singed by it, so you also take half damage from it, so 10 altogether.
The most important question. Did I hurt the cow? Well, yeah, the cows are dead.
The cows are dead. No, but you hurt the person. As long as we don't kill the cow, that's all that matters. Except we
I
already
have failed with knife.
It's okay, there's like 12 more somewhere in the wilderness that we will also kill, but they're there.
Because we got a better job. I think.
So this orb looks quite threatening, but as it was hit by the cannon, even though it redirected it, you see it slowly begin to fall to the ground. Looks like it's been somewhat deactivated for now.
Does anybody else have anything alive?
Let's just keep chucking things that are living at it. Bring it back and fire that gun again. That was awesome.
I don't think this line of experimentation is wise.
Just cows.
Ouch.
That line of experimentation wasn't one, but it was cool. So
That's what
I
really
think
matters.
I think we've corrupted Noble. You would not have said that a year ago.
Oh, hell. The mighty have fallen. But as the orb falls and sets down, you see black ice emanate from around it, coating the ground. And I think since we've been going for 3.5 hours now, we'll call it there and see what happens next time with this strange orb and the guard that probably just got incinerated.
I mean, if the guards charge
Why
at us,
don't
and that thing's
stand
still
around the front end of the railgun? I think it's a pretty common sense idea. But,
that they didn't know as they were picking up the meat to take it back to the butchery and walking up.
That's like saying don't stand in front of a falling meteor.
The problem is, it got shot back at us.
If someone was
So
holding the meteor,
did it make a really wide arc?
Yeah, it made a big arch. So it got fired, and then it kind of like curved and fired back. Yep.
So it was a partial orbit around the.
Yeah,
So
it was
you
kind of like.
missed the cabinet.
Zoop. Yeah, so it burned through the cabinet and the side of the wall. That's all gone. And then it rotated, so it kind of like flew there, and then it made like a slight U-turn, and then came right back. This time missing the orb on its way back.
So kind of like a yo-yo.
Yeah.
It got okay.
Yo-yo.
I apologize. I planned this orb, and in this orb, I put that if something is fired at it, it directs it back. So, not, not much I can do.
Cow is totally twice baked.
Mm.
So should I tell them what happens if that world had not gone well?
Yeah. No, actually, I think we'll find out
No.
when it happens.
No. Yeah, let us find out.
We're like 2 steps away from Ragnarok anyways.
We're only 2 steps away. It's fine.
I mean, the orb's been done to the cannon. Let's see if guys in this cow that gets tossed. Nope. All right, Ragnarok time. Let's go.
Well,
Die, orb.
since this is the end for this stream, I'll say thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks you four for being the players and testing this out. I'm super excited to see how much more destruction Brute and Sana can cause just by firing
One
big
farmhouse
scary guns.
down, a few planets to go.
Oh yeah, it'll be there. Don't worry, they are the bringers of Ragnarok. They shall bring it with them.
You start with a farmhouse, and then you do a city,
and
then you do a planet.
To be fair,
solar system.
So far, you have not done as much destruction as Tendo Brute, so you're on the right path.
We're headed there.
That's like saying so far you haven't built as big of a sandcastle as in New York City. So that's not a fair comparison.
No, you're right. But we'll go ahead and leave it here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to join us the next time. Of course, we'll be announcing it both on Discord and on Twitter. If you want to learn or find out more about Veil the Void in general, you can go over to our website, SDG Creatives. That's SDG creatives.com. On there, it has a link to our Twitch. It has a link to all of our YouTubes, Twitter, Discord, everything. We'd love to have you join us on our Discord to talk about all the crazy shenanigans that just happened. Yeah, just thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions about anything, just my stuff's on Discord, or you can send me a tweet on Twitter. But thanks for joining us. Thanks you guys for joining as well. And we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.